Hi friends, it's Susan. It's a little chilly. I just went outside and I was like, went back in to get my hoodie because it's just a little chilly, and I asked what the temperature was, and I think it's 67 degrees. I don't know. It's chilly. So anyways, what we wanted to do today is plant some passion flowers. Maypop to be specific, and the reason why I'm doing Maypop is for the butterflies. So it will also create a fruit, but the fruit that it's going to create is edible, but I hear it's not as tasty. So I don't believe I've ever tried one to tell you, but I had a Maypop, oh it's so chilly, I had a Maypop a couple years ago in the front yard, and it got outcompeted by a crossvine that's out there. So I don't know if it's still somewhere in the ground and may eventually come up, but I have not seen it. So I decided to go ahead and plant some more. And I just received recently trellises that I'm gonna hopefully grow them on as well. But first I need to grow them. So instead of buying plants, I went ahead and I ordered some seeds. So there's supposedly 12, I think there's 13 seeds in here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. And I just kind of had the idea, I just had avocado toast for lunch. So, Chevy, leave it. He sees a bird. Yeah, I didn't clean them out very good or anything, but I'm just going to use these as the pots because I figure, excuse me, that I can just put these right in the ground instead of having to take them out of plastic or something. So, why not reuse them, right? So what I have here is just some, excuse me, regular old like potting mix. It's an organic compost for veggies and flowers or something, I think it says. I'm just gonna scoop some in here. So I got my handy dandy shovel. It's a big bag. I'm sure you don't need to see it, but you'll see what the dirt looks like in a second. It's on the ground here, so I got a big scoop of it. I'm just gonna get my fingers a little dirty and fill it up. I hear my neighbors think, like, who's she talking to? I'm out on the lanai, and there's like, I used to have big bushes around my lanai, and I took them down a couple years ago, and so now it's just like in a, what's the word, like a fishbowl, you know? We all see each other back there. Not all of us, really only one of my neighbors, well, some couple of them, I guess, would see me. Okay, so what I did is I just filled these little shells. I'm just going to push it down a little bit just to make sure that it stays in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to push it down, both of them. I think I'm going to try 3 seeds in each avocado. I would try more, but I really don't want to waste them. And I wouldn't put just one because if they don't take off, then that's not cool either. But I'm going to put like 3 across each one of these. See that? I have it sitting on my little gimbal. Oh, that's better. My little gimbal that's supposed to move when I move. Doesn't really seem like it's working too well right now. Oh, it's because it's not on. That is so silly. I just realized it's not on. So I don't know. See if I can turn it on from here. I know, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe well, anyways, I'm using it as a stand then. It probably doesn't need to move because I'm not really moving right now. So there's 6 seeds there. Yep, 6, perfect. And I'm just going to put them in, like spread out evenly, 3 on each one. And then 2, 3. I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of dirt to put on the top of each of these. Just so, kind of like a little sprinkle. I'm not going to sow them in super deep. I think like 1/8 of an inch, no more than 1/4 of an inch. You wouldn't want to do more than that. So there's a piece of mulch that came out of that one. I'll pick that up in a second. Because little baby plants can't make their way through little chunky mulches. Okay, so that's that. Put back in there. And then, I'm going to clean up my mess and put these in here too. What I also brought out here, and I should have brought a pen, because I could write on here what it is, but I want to remember, right? Dude, am I the only one, like I plant things and I forget what I put in there? Okay, so what I'm going to do, because they like a lot of moisture, especially as they get going, I'm going to put them in this Ziploc bag. It's a 1 gallon bag. So I'm just going to put him in here for her, or they, whatever. And then there's 2 of them. And then I'm going to just give them, excuse me, really, really close up of me. Scary, I know. Okay, so I have my little squirt bottle. I'm just going to spritz them. This is just water. My mom was at the house the other day and she's like, what's in there? I'm like, just water. She's like, just water. And I'm like, yeah. Thought it was so strange. Which I am so strange. I'm just, a couple of the seeds were showing, so I'm just putting a little more dirt on top of them to make sure they're at least under something. Yeah, I use this spray bottle for like my babies. I have some baby lettuces growing and I just like to lightly spritz them. We don't want to pour like a lot of heavy water on them that it might damage them. So that's what I keep that for. So I have this on a little like paper towel. I'm just gonna dump the rest of the dirt in there. There we go. And then I'm just gonna use this to clean up my mess on my glass table. I'll put it in the bag. Dirt. There we go. So we will see. I think this is going to take a week or 2, but I'm just going to go ahead and close it. Keep air in there, of course, to keep them lots of air. You can put this in the sun, partial sun. It's going to need some sunlight, obviously, but I wouldn't leave it full sun because that might be a little harsh for him, little babies. And we'll see what happens, but that's it. Planting some Maypop seeds in an avocado shell. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Or if you have any tips too, because this is my first time, I appreciate them. All right, thanks everybody. See you later.